Bring the rest. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will now invite the Attorney General to receive.
Bring the rest. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will now invite the Attorney General to receive.
Bring the rest. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will now invite the Attorney General to receive.
Bring the rest. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will now invite the Attorney General to receive.
Bring the rest. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will now invite the Attorney General to receive.
Bring the rest. Okay.
Let me proceed on existing protocol and acknowledge all of you, especially members of the oral team. It is with great solemnity and a deep sense of duty that I receive this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot an initiative that represents our unwavering commitment to the fight against corruption, financial malfeasance, and the misappropriation of public resources. From the onset of my administration, I made it clear that Ghana's resources belong to the people of Ghana and must be used judicially for their collective good. The diversion of public funds for personal gain undermines development, it erodes public trust, and deepens inequality. It is for this reason that Operation Recover All the Loot was launched, to ensure that what had been wrongfully taken from the state is restored to its rightful owners, the Ghanaian people. I therefore wish to commend the members of this team for their dedication and professionalism in carrying out this vital national assignment without compensation, without expectation of any remuneration. The meticulous investigations, legal actions, and asset recoveries reflected in this report are a testament to the seriousness with which this government approaches the issue of accountability and good governance. The findings of this report make for sober reading. They reveal the scale of financial leakages that have cost our nation dearly. Resources that should have been invested in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and social development. But they also offer hope that through our collective efforts, we can reclaim what is ours and deter future acts of economic sabotage. As we receive this report, let me assure the Ghanaian people that the work does not end here. The recommendations of the report will be carefully studied, and where legal action and investigations are warranted, they will be pursued without fear or favor. Every peso recovered will be channeled back into national development, and mechanisms will be strengthened to prevent such losses in the future. I have promptly handed over the report to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and I give him firm instructions to commence immediate investigations into the cases reported in here with a view to prosecuting anyone found liable for corruption or related offenses. To those who think they can defraud the state and escape justice, let this serve as a strong warning. Ghana is no longer a safe haven for corruption. To those who stand for integrity, accountability, and the rule of law, I assure you that this government remains your steadfast partner in building a nation where honesty and hard work are rewarded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a defining moment in our fight against corruption. We must all play our parts, citizens, civil society, the media, and public officials alike. Together, we will build a Ghana that is just, transparent, and prosperous for generations to come. I thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana. Let me proceed on existing protocol and acknowledge all of you, especially members of the oral team. It is with great solemnity and a deep sense of duty that I receive this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot, an initiative that represents our unwavering commitment to the fight against corruption, financial malfeasance, and the misappropriation of public resources. From the onset of my administration, I made it clear that Ghana's resources belong to the people of Ghana and must be used judicially for their collective good. The diversion of public funds for personal gain undermines development, it erodes public trust, and deepens inequality. It is for this reason that Operation Recover All the
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama announced this oral preparatory team. The members of the team include the eminent former Auditor General, Mr. Daniel Yaodomlevo, COP retired Nathaniel Kofi Boakye, lawyer Martin R.K.B, a private legal practitioner, and Mr. Raymond Archer, the ACE investigative journalist. I was tasked to be their chief servant of the preparatory team. We swung into immediate action. We set up channels of communication consistent with the mandate that the president-elect at the time gave us. So we set up a toll-free line, 0800 900 111. We established a website, www.oralgh.org, an email address, public@oralgh.org. Her Excellency the Vice President was also generous to offer us her conference room as our secretariat. So that served as our secretariat. So we didn't have to pay rent for our meetings. We also want to use this opportunity to thank the young Ghanaians who volunteered, because every Ghanaian is passionate about the success of oral. IT experts volunteered to set up this platform for us free of charge. So the toll-free lines, the websites, these are patriotic Ghanaians who did not demand any compensation from us. And we want to convey the appreciation of Ghanaians to these young, patriotic, selfless Ghanaians. By way of quick numbers, and these are very important numbers, we received 1,493 calls through the toll-free line, 1,493. We also received 924 emails. Fortunately, all of these calls are recorded automatically, and all the emails have also been preserved for verification and validation. So in total, the number of complaints received amounts to 2,417. So those who had any doubt about how relevant and how timely the president's intervention was at the time, this is your evidence. 2,417 complaints received. Where will all of these people have gone if President Mahama had not set up the oral preparatory team? So President Mahama has been vindicated. It was a masterstroke. It was the right decision for our country, and it has deepened transparency and accountable governance. Over the last 53 days, we have reviewed these petitions. 44 were received directly from civil society organizations and other public-spirited citizens. 59 of the 230 cases reviewed containing the documents we'll be submitting today were cases that had come up during the period the NDC was in opposition. But we decided to go back to those matters and carry out a detailed review. And all of those are contained. So today we will be presenting a summary of these reports, 230 of them which have been analyzed in greater detail. Your Excellency, we also want to bring to your attention that even before we move to phase 2 of oral, which is going to focus on the actual recoveries, the actual retrievals, we have identified 10 initial benefits of oral, and we want to run through them quickly. We take the view that oral has deepened transparency and accountability. It has really increased public awareness about the need to protect state assets. And it is also serving as a guide to the new government. And government officials are now more conscious of the need to make sure that, as President Mahama has consistently said, charity begins at home. Secondly, thanks to the establishment of oral, we have been able to save 50 bungalows that were on the verge of being demolished. 50 bungalows. We received distress calls from public servants who said people had showed up, so-called private developers, to demolish their bungalows. And in the report, we have provided the detailed list of these bungalows, some belonging to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Gender, Social Protection, the CSIR, and all of that. But for the president establishing oral, we take the view that all of these 50 bungalows will have been demolished. So what we did is that when we received the complaints, the distress calls, we immediately called the National Security Committee. And we were very privileged because of the president's foresight. He strategically positioned COP Kofi Boakye in oral and also in the National Security Committee. So as soon as the reports come, he then relays the information to National Security Committee. So media, please get it clear. We are not saying that we, Team Oral, physically went to prevent demolition of bungalows. No, that was not part of our mandate. We were only to receive complaints. But as responsible, conscientious citizens, it will be irresponsible to receive the complaints and just allow those bungalows to be demolished. So immediately, national security is informed, and then they act. So please ignore all of those barrage of unfair and baseless attacks that Oral has suffered. We did not carry out any fiscal operation on the ground. We only report to national security, and then they act. We also collaborated with national security to save the Northern Development Authority lands at cantonments. A private developer overnight on the eve of the president's inauguration moved in overnight to erect a wall, divided the property into half. Some of you are conversant with that land. It's just opposite the U.S. Embassy, very prime land. That is where the Constitution Review Commission used to sit under Dr. Raymond Atuguba. It was allocated to the Northern Development Authority, and these private developers claim that it now belongs to them. But the staff of NDA called us, and we promptly called National Security, and they moved in. So we were able to save that land. National Security has since demolished the wall, and so the land is safe for the Ghanaian people. We also collaborated with National Security to halt state asset takeovers across the country. You'll see from the report that we have videos and pictures of vehicles whose number plates were being changed, and so that they will virtually steal them for private use. Again, acting on those tip-offs, national security moved in quickly and were able to save a good number, hundreds of these vehicles. Again, the list is provided in the report. There was also a clash at the Du Bois Center. We received a distress call that a private foundation was taking over. We immediately called national security. And so what we have done now is to ask that the factions should meet, and the new Minister for Tourism should resolve the matters. Again, if Oral had not been established, only God knows what would have happened at the Du Bois Center. Number 6, we have also saved large portions of the agric mechanization lands at cantonments. Those of you who are conversant with that land opposite the Elwak Sports Stadium, all of it had been allocated. But fortunately, when Oral was established, the Association of Vegetable Producers and Exporters reached out to us that's where they used to operate. Large portions of their facilities had been demolished, but their cold room was on the verge of being demolished. And so we called national security, they moved in, and we have been able to save large portions. Only, I would say about 20% of the land has seen some development. Politically exposed persons are building hurriedly, but at least 80% has been preserved, and it is for the president to advise on what will happen because the documentation we have is that all of that land has been sold. And the sad part is that you will see from the report, some people, prime cantonments land, paid as low as 42,000 cedis. 42,000 cedis for a plot of land. Some 160,000 cedis. and these government officials, MPs, ministers of state. So it was really just a giveaway. I'm sure the president and his advisors will decide on what to do with the rest of the land. Then we also collaborated with national security to halt the attempted demolition of staff quarters belonging to the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board. That is at the Osukuku Hill. That had also been sold, but thanks to our intervention, at least the demolition has been halted. The president and his advisors will decide what should happen to the staff quarters of the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board. Then we take the view that this oral preparatory team concept offered a more structured and peaceful, non-confrontational channel for citizens to address concerns on the looting of state assets. Imagine what would have happened. We are all aware that transitions in Ghana tend sometimes to be acrimonious and even can degenerate into violence. So if Team Oral had not been established for people to have a formal channel to communicate their concerns, and they decided to take the law into their own hands, imagine what would have happened. So instead of the president being bastardized by a few people, I must say, the vast majority of Ghanaians welcome Oral and have commended the president, but a few people who are, raving and ranting, it's clear that this has really helped to ease tensions and to offer Ghanaians who are really coming face to face with looting to report. Number 9, Oral also created a platform for persons of interest to reach out, seeking an opportunity to refund and return what belongs to the Ghanaian people. Quite a number of persons of interest have reached out that they are willing, whether plea bargain or whatever approach, to just have their peace and return, or probably pay the real value for the land that has been given to them. So all of that is contained in the detailed report, and the president and his legal advisors will take a decision on the way forward. Finally, President Mohammed's oral initiative has also attracted phenomenal local and international requests for forensic collaboration to recover the loot hidden offshore. We have received a number of international requests to support this initiative of the president in terms of forensics and to help in offshore retrievals. And all of that is documented in the report. This is for the president to decide on the nature of these collaborations. Some of them have said that it will not cost us anything. They may just ask for a little percentage of success recoveries. But I'm sure the president, the attorney general will advise on that moving forward. We want to conclude with some fascinating figures. The 36 cases that we have reviewed in detail, if we are successful in recoveries, we can retrieve as much as 20.49 billion United States dollars. 20.49 billion United States dollars. 36 cases, and that's from National Cathedral, PDS, SML. You have the GMPC salt pond decommissioning, and we decided that in this open session we will not go into greater detail, and so I want to be restrained. But there's a great deal of resources belonging to the taxpayers that can be retrieved. Then we've also done an estimate of the state capture, the lands. If we successfully ask people to pay conservative market value for the lands they have looted, again, the experts are telling us that we can recover about 702.8 million United States dollars for the Ghanaian people. That's if we just ask people, those who were paying 42,000 cedis, 120,000 cedis, 160,000 cedis, to pay the fair market value. Those are lands that $500,000, $600,000, you will even struggle to get cantonments land at that figure. So very conservative estimates. We take the view that if people are asked to pay the real market value, this is how much we can retrieve. So in all, just a summary, the 36 cases, the high amount cases that we put together, and then the land loot, potentially we can raise about 21.19 billion United States dollars. And that is far more than what we have been chasing the IMF for and subjecting ourselves to all kinds of conditionalities. So we want to renew our appreciation and deep gratitude to His Excellency the President and his team of advisors for this initiative, which has really served Ghana well. And we look forward to the next phase. Even if we will not be involved, we will be very successful when the next phase really conducts retrievals and is successful in making sure that we are able to return to the national kitty resources that belong to the Ghanaian people. We thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. We should recover all loot.
Members of the oral team, it is with great solemnity and a deep sense of duty that I received this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot, an initiative that represents an unwavering commitment to the fight against corruption, financial malfeasance, and the misappropriation of public resources. From the onset of my administration, I made it clear that Ghana's resources belong to the people of Ghana and must be used judicially for their collective good. The diversion of public funds for personal gain undermines development, it erodes public trust, and deepens inequality. It is for this reason that Operation Recover All the Loot was launched, to ensure that what had been wrongfully taken from the state is restored to its rightful owners, the Ghanaian people. I therefore wish to commend the members of this team for their dedication and professionalism in carrying out this vital national assignments without compensation, without expectation of any remuneration. The meticulous investigations, legal actions, and asset recoveries reflected in this report are a testament to the seriousness with which this government approaches the issue of accountability and good governance. The findings of this report make for sober reading. They reveal the scale of financial leakages that have cost our nation dearly. Resources that should have been invested in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and social development. But they also offer hope that through our collective efforts, we can reclaim what is ours and deter future acts of economic sabotage. As we receive this report, let me assure the Ghanaian people that the work does not end here. The recommendations of the report will be carefully studied, and where legal action and investigations are warranted, they will be pursued without fear or favor. Every peso recovered will be channeled back into national development, and mechanisms will be strengthened to prevent such losses in the future. I have promptly handed over the report to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and I give him firm instructions to commence immediate investigations into the cases reported in here with a view to prosecuting anyone found liable for corruption or related offenses. To those who think they can defraud the state and escape justice, let this serve as a strong warning. Ghana is no longer a safe haven for corruption. To those who stand for integrity, accountability, and the rule of law, I assure you that this government remains your steadfast partner in building a nation where honesty and hard work are rewarded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a defining moment in our fight against corruption. We must all play our parts, citizens, civil society, the media, and public officials alike. Together, we will build a Ghana that is just, transparent, and prosperous for generations to come. I thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
security is informed, and then they act. So please ignore all of those barrage of unfair and baseless attacks that Aura
the whole Ghana city. I'm opening tomorrow. I'm saying for your review. Ubano, am I agreeing and they say, second and you know, your best friend, you bit me. I see a very person. Why? Why? And I will answer. I like you anywise. Senior bear, sorry, I'm a part. When Nancy Bridges, here. And I don't want a chemistry when it is then I'll bet I share my bag of money. Or see a baby, see a bear, I will use a sorry, Sam. No more push, no more see idea. When you offer so you yes, Robert. Minister of Defense, Dr. Manikwama. Asuma omuso omumehwe asa wona adwem so peso ye enso training ni soldier for training ni almost eso koma ye beda mo nyina ase say ne we di yemba wise echi na any alaje echi na omo afre ye papa John Dramani Mahama any your defense minister any MPs too now ewo area hanya after west section any lower was the better media for us and defense ministry so about the better money say your technical and say omobe hu ya airport any senior has it here whatever needs to be done from here we are coming to do and here is the MPs will be big
open up you.
Your best friend will be
then go turn this way around. Some will go the other side. So say this one will be background, the other will be background.
So, Minister, let's do women organizer, technical men from the military. Oh, okay. Bishop. Not one self,
You know they get the background, they rather come here.
Why is it? Okay, so media guys,
I'm attracted the whole Ghana. I'm opening some more. Who are the Diana? Ghana for you now. I'm a Ghana, you know, I'm saying for your review. I'm my address and they say, second and you know, your best friend, you bet me. I see a very person. Why? Why? And I will answer. I like you anyways. Senior Bear, sorry, I'm a part. When Nancy Bridges, I taste here. And then I don't want a television when it is says, then I'll best actually have a bunch of money. Or see a baby, see a bear, I will be a large baby. I'm sorry, Sam. No more push, no more snap, dear. When you're a so young. Minister of Defense, Dr. Manikwama. Asuma omuso omumbefe asa wona adwum so pese oye training ni soldier for training ni almost so come ye beda mo nyina ase say ne we di yemba wise echi na any alaje echi na omo afre ye papa John Dramani Mahama any ye defense minister any MPs too na ewo area hanya Upper West Section any lower West Section the federal media for us and defense ministry so whatever needs to be done from here, we are coming to do this. And here is MPs will be
Then go turn this way around. Some will go the other side. So say this one will be background, the other will be background. So Minister, let's women organizer, technical men from the military.
Okay. Bishop.
You know they get the background, they rather come here.
Why is it?
Okay, so media guys.
Established in 2011 as a satellite campus of the University of Cape Coast, the Anumabo Fisheries College, located in the Infantiman municipality of the Central Region, is nearing completion. The college is designed to equip students and industry practitioners with modern fisheries and aquaculture skills. Major facilities such as the administration block, lecture block, and hostel are at various stages of completion. Despite being nearly completed, the college had been abandoned with structural defect, rusty equipment, and overgrown vegetation. The college, with a capacity of accommodating at least 300 students annually, also boasts of a completed fish pond and a borehole with a water treatment plant. The college, when completed, will serve as a center of learning in fisheries and aquaculture, providing related courses such as short-term proficiency certificate courses to cover in-service training for practitioners in the sector, vocational courses for SHS graduates, tertiary diploma programs in fisheries, aquaculture, and expansion for SHS graduate, degree programs in fisheries, aquaculture,
Bejine, why ye just some the baby so I are wholesome. The why ye just some chirade and a mana ye tui. Ofi yenra at a melsodo, na yenra, Bahama do. Moho yina was the one argent was a boom. May yet ask a day. See at a thing bay war apoyadra or bohen. A man I owe me, a pui no the way. Oya Daniel Kakranam, Yedifubinu.
The minister, Emilia Arthur, expressed joy and pride at the attention the college received from the presidency. The president's commitment to completing the project is clear.
Baby Edri, enya de den. Akasi eden kunya ne addition for table ne ade ebesisim. Na yenya ampa ama students na atrem. Na ne teacher for the bechere omo ade ne ade ye de begum. Na ye akwan a ewo campus a na je se ye bia no na enkwada na ba no more start.
He instructed the Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture to work with the Finance Minister to secure funding for the college's completion.
It's Makache Fisheries Minister, Nyamincha de election year bia ye nye budget. Ye train ma election year yo medamase. Nananom empenyin for Brana anamwafo nyina mechiamo. Send your kind and pay move your hand in Cranaboni. Emrea, your papa, Professor John Evans at Tamils, Abrana or pray on Mampeni Edibia, a year 2008 campaigner, ye on ante a farifunina so. A free of flower, echo pem, axim, and obuso omo how. Na sa anamontunum, ene encomodienum, and I dream by say, I was say, ye see schooler, a year a fariful schooler, a betchere a farijuma, na why ye bro focus on my dear our friend research, a far a farijumano. And this I'm reading na. And I did too, your manifesto. Say, Nyamia Adom na NDC din kunim. Abatwa near Betono 2008. No, Yebesi sa schoolie. I see Anomaboha. A year Bura Anamwa Asaseso. Inti Ampanso Nyame Adom. Prof. Ede Osie ye Oyo. Nti Prof Abreso and you started say bro focus on your friend the design of sa college na a bedroom Abreso na ye bibia HSA yenya contractor ni bibia ni shase say EAC nti edru 2016 na niamuhu no hai bibia na edru no na reho say enfie wotweni na saa japade ya Ghana for eto akom yeja esi ho sei generators ni si ho block bia wo na ni generator or borehole air condition bibia e wo dynamo akakakra ni ewie phase 1 ansa ni atoa phase 2 no so nti abra ye campaign me kan we ye ba kope example of abandoned projects e wo Ghana ha wo Ghana nyina sa I just say projects are yede ya yeto ede aye ban foforo ba ayese o yeto aso a enumunyam no enye yede a ebeba party foforo eho enti ye nto aso yesa na brofokasam yese we are cutting our nose to spite our face enti ne share bosses enyame adoma project bia Ghana for to akom eye NDC na shase ana MPP na shase yen ya ban no ye be pesika ne atoa so enti we de baby edri enya de eden akase eden konwa ne addition for table ne ade ebesisim na yenya ampa ama students no atrem na ne teacher for de be kire omo ade ne ade ye de begum na ye akwan a ewo campus a na kire se ye bia no na enkwada na ba na omo start esua ade enti maka kire fisheries minister nyame ncha ade election year bia ye nye budget ye twen ma election wie ansa na aban foforo aba no na be ye budget no enti afi budget a ye be use no March na finance minister de be call parliament enti enka echi enti maka che fisheries minister so onka no ho no ntu anamo na one finance minister entrance nientwe sika ye de beto adwuma so na ye wie ne bia no na chese phase 1 de ye wie afi na ye hwehwe sika ye behwe phase 2 na eka ho no na Professor Mills ne vision na owo and he say sa campus yi ebewo eyi ebeye University of Cape Coast on Krabatan Bako if we say University of Cape Coast or Faculty of Agriculture in the Faculty of Agriculture and ebehwe sa fisheries and aquaculture edwuma so enti ye bia no wia enkwara nbeba aquaculture omotu fish ponds ewe chiri ha enti ombesua senia ye tilapia ne catfish ne dem nyomani na we nia NDC manifesto mu ye friend Blue Ocean Economy we ye flagship of sa ye Blue Ocean Economy manifesto promise enti we de menka ne bebre ye say gawuka ganama gafili gadochi yanka say ye de ni abehwe enti ne beka ne say nyame adom na omaye nkwa ne ahoden enche bia nyame adom ye besan aba ha na sa ada no de be ye ni jasem say ye bebie dem college ano enti medamase yo medamase nananom empanyimfo bra anamoafo nyina mechiamo sene kan anopan mu hu ye ha na yenkura no bone emre a ye papa Professor John Evans Mills abra na o pre omampani edibia a eye 2008 campaign a ye onante afarefo nyina so efri aflawo ekopem exam ena obuso omo haw na sa anamontuo num ene enkomodie num ena adwen ba se ewo se yesi school a eye afarefo school a ebe kire afare adwuma na waye brofo kasamade a wo friend research a efa afare adwuma no enti sam reading na ena yede to ya manifesto mu se nyame adom na NDC din kunim abato a ne beto no 2008 no yebesi sa school yi asi anomabo ha a eye bura anamwa asase so enti ampanso nyame eye adom a prof ede osie ye oyo enti prof abreso ene started say ye bro focus on your friend design of sa college na a bedroom abreso na ye wie bibia a echese yenya contractor ni bibia ni ehia se EAC enti edru 2016 na niamohu no hai bibia na edru no na eyarehɔ sɛ emhye wɔtweni na saa japadeɛ a Ghana for eto akom yeja esi hɔ sei generators na esi hɔ block bia wɔ na ne generator or borehole air condition bibia ɛwɔ dan no mu aka kakra near ye phase 1 and Sunny at phase 2 no so. In Tabra, ye campaign me kind. We ye bakope example of abandoned projects a Ghana ha. Oko Ghana nyina sa. Meda obia se. Na ene muhu ye ha na yenkura no bone. Yenim se oka takradia enye only market circle. Market circle only takrade only market circle. Enti yenim se ejumi bebi edru a aka eyade a oyo haw e matakrade fo nyina. Enti enne yeba se yene ahemfo ne takrade fo nyina be hia ne adam ase ene ade pa moye maaye abatu onim na ansa ne yebekwa akodi sa adwuma no na me se e o se me behwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne enhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na adwuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takrade fo enya homfa so enti ya behwe ni na o ma kyerɛkyerɛ ye bibia mu enti yesa konkran Friday a ebe yene contractor for no any minister of finance betnase ni ahwe ensehia yebeye senobeya yebetimi atoa adwuma no so enti senyame adoma enche bia contractor no eni na adwuma efo ombesa ba na omo abetua adwuma no so na takrade for enya adwa no faso meda obia se na ene muhu ye ha na yenkura no bone yenim se oka takrade a enye only market circle only takrade only market circle enti yenim se ejumi bebi edru a aka. Let me proceed on existing protocol and acknowledge all of you, especially members of the oral team. It is with great solemnity and a deep sense of duty that I receive this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot, an initiative that represents an unwavering commitment to the fight against corruption, financial malfeasance, and the misappropriation of public resources. From the onset of my administration, I made it clear that Ghana's resources belong to the people of Ghana and must be used judicially for their collective good. The diversion of public funds for personal gain undermines development, it erodes public trust, and deepens inequality. It is for this reason that Operation Recover All the Loot was launched, to ensure that what had been
mama kwa basronko medoba 90.5 FM kasa fidie so sima mako aduanan enan abo ediapa awia donko ho ene eye brada bosumi etoso mienu ewo mfiempino ene aduenu enum ye fe no February ene ne da toso mako dubako me mama ha amako aba ediaba the hottest social political program ayato ni se Pampaso fiti sabre ekopem se awia no 9 bebo jibre neka team no ho na yensom Ghana ya family Ransford R.K.B R.K.B asida kese nkoma production team no Elvis Sabiga Patrick Asford Wedu and Prince Braco Alaska B Wamadar man na wiei womo ebo machidom as producers of the show yatana si yebepon no 9 selm di kan eka kire wono yikita afflex stations outdoor womo ne ekon na enso atimi akra na. We are live on Facebook, Radio Gold 905 FM. Okwa. Like page no, share feed no. Na efa comment ego ebre semu no yebeje bre na face yetimi akenka messages out do body nyina amadodo na so atimi atonka. Tuning app no juma simple radio app no so edem kama enya asem getoa. Okwa no ne a stations ne makoma ko duba ko Radio Star 99.1 FM Santiman Radio Alpha Radio History so edem kama hono ma enya asem getoa. Ene omunua na mamaka France Italy ni me na me Big Dream Radio Vicenza woman so Alpha Jumadin live enya asem getoa tikai na ehye so Alpha emame oba Ghana so a Multi TV radio channel no Osabeka Jumadin bi atie the same Multi TV na no Kevin Ekobedu Taylor bra eko oni the ghost team no Wama Daruma woman so afa we are live on Loud Salenx TV on Multi TV. Yes, live on Loud Salenx TV on Multi TV. Can see Kevin Ekobedu Taylor on the ghost team no and Rama for Fred watch it Kevin Abba yes Kevin Abba where's the machine is a one park with Kevin Taylor part on the picture. So then we tested Kevin. Yes, or Ghana was it on evidence way. We don't have any evidence to show sir Kevin Ekobedu Taylor is in Ghana. And I know Kevin or Ghana, maybe who's all Ghana. Because you're telling come up. You're telling come up. And come also have a private and come out Teddy. And was it what you want to say Ghana? They should show evidence. She will come and show us the evidence that Kevin is in Ghana. And Rama for Freya. So you for Bono buying us some good to what you say. And I saw you need to cry now or no Bono Ban when you're calling the picture. And there's never the guess the internet Jesus of Ghana. Internet Jesus no of Ghana. So Kevin and the team Adaroma, we are live on Loud Salenx TV on Multi TV. Sanso and now Donny the same Multi TV now. Hot TV so Alpha live. Our casa video so enya sem getwa entikai na ehye so ema me numbers ni 0599922922 0599922922 WhatsApp messages SMS ni nyina no fafa hono me yankenkan na kama enso so emfama on Ransford R.K.B MD na yatra sei omampani nana adodan kwa kufuado no wona obetwem komeboa. Yes, omampani dada nanda kwa kufuado and appointee baako tienie pa asembe badabi me the story bi akere mo omampani dada nanda kwa kufuado na appointee baako akase yanhwe yi akubesi tienie owura Dominic Nitiwul akasembi na omampani dada akufuado abeso na meka no na appointee baako ye fa no Dominic Nitiwul atwero krata tententen yenim ne Nitiwul e pa kire Nitiwul say coup can happen in Ghana at any time if care is not taken. Dominic Nitiwul na me pesa wo de sade we beto wonom na san komo we say no ye mfa ne trada na ye be gira so ne ne President Mahama adin komo. Yes, ye be gira so ne ne President Mahama enso atimi adin komo. Enti me bacho Alaska project fatuo ne nhwade. So all the security heads and the security agencies yenim say appointment out there course so under the leadership of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, most of them still womikito on position. And Nitiwul a former defense minister, right? Nitiwul a former defense minister. Ya two about we okrom hanam no. Yengina yenim say sabio ya to aba wie ye omo na omo complain before I beto aba ne se obi atedi complaints bi ani ho because Ghana for gia tum prekope se ya cost science no na regime aba no they need time to form team and sana won sampa enema ekoso but answer kra na mo form team ni nwie ye no o hwe how enema sifa ekwa ohun some positive signs say enema ekoso eti modern Ghana and okay so coup can happen in Ghana at any time if care is not taken. Owura Dominic Nitiwul and so Sema Wakanti Ebehwe former appointee under the leadership of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo again wo hunu ɛne nsɛm bɛn wɔkan ɛne ho asekyerɛ yɛne some security agencies no bi anase ɔmo a moyɛ security experts no bi ɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ ne yɛbisa sɛ this comment coming from former defense minister no implications bɛn ɛne wɔ ɛde ma ɛyɛ the current leadership no ɛne nneɛma a wɔn so ɛyɛ ebio ɛnra na ɛyɛ the oral team led by ɛyɛ honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa wɔno ɛna foreign affairs wɔno na ɔyɛ ɛsoafo ahwɛ yɛn foreign affairs so ɛnra ɔde ne team ɛbɔ mpɛmpɛ kɔ ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama n'ase ɛdɛn na esie wɔn se the oral team a ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama gonja de hyɛ kronkron wɔte yɛ no ɔma receive complaints over 2,000 ɛna ɔma receive na ɔma de ho nsɛm akɔ na ɔma ka kyerɛ m sɛ cases no bi wɔ no mo a sɛ yɛto mu adosom yie paa yɛ sɛ woto mu na wotumi adwa woto mu na wodwa ɛyɛ aboa tete a wobɛtumi kora yi nakɔma de akyerɛ wate aseɛ ɛnti wɔm se 36 cases bi wɔ no mo a if yɛtumi som yie PDS ka ho ɛna afei nso ɛba no ɛyɛ National Cathedral project a ɔman ne Boakye $58 million na yɛbɛtumi retrieve sika in excess of $20 billion. It is answer na bɛhwɛ the oral team no adwuma ɔmayɛ na nkrata na kwakodi ɔmampani ɛyɛ John Dramani Mahama kache ɔno nso akyerɛ mu sɛ wadane ɛde ama ɛyɛ owura Dominic Nitiwul anase ɔbɛna Dominic Ayene Akurutinga Ayene yes wɔno ɛna yɛ Attorney General ɔne nkrata nyina akɔ akɔma no enti yɛbɛhwɛ na ɔsɛ ɔde court bi aba sɛ wɔsɛ Ghana is not safe ɛma wɔn a wɔn nipa bɔnfo a sɛbio wɔn pɛ ɔman no akɔdeɛ in terms of corruption ɔsɛ Ghana is no longer a safe haven yes maame nkootu ni yie ɔmampani ɛyɛ John Dramani Mahama sɛ Ghana is no longer a safe haven for corruption ti katasehye dwirim kankan proyɛ ɛna wo trim a sɛ yɛsɛ nea mu adi no mu ni nkɔ nea mu adi nkɔ mu ni nkɔ ɛna ɔra akɔkye wɔn no nea ka ne so prevention is better than cure or the mechanism de go kwan mu a saa nea man nyina so ɛbɛtɔ dwa kama etina kyɛ sɛ ɛno no ti ɔra a reporter ɔmo de akɔ akɔma ɛyɛ ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama no ɛno nso yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ aboa na yɛtumi ayɛdɛn ade ho nkɔmɔ kama 30 days in office ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama wɔne yɛ maame Professor Nana Jenepo Kwajman wɔn nso so amamu a ɔmo bu no 30 days nie so far general assessment no ɛdɛn yɛbɛbie kwan no ɛnɛ abadwafoɔ so bɛtena ase na afei nso issues ado a ɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ no wɔn nso de wɔn adwenkyerɛ aba tɛnɛ yɛatena ase issues no dɔɔso ɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ etina kyɛsɛ ne yɛtɛ no but Dominic Nitiwul asɛm no deɛ yes ɛnɛ ne deɛ wabɛka manum paa ɛsan sɛ mata yɛde bɛkɔ kafɛ na afei sɛ hu a ɛnɛma sifateɛ but the latest news for ɛnɛ Council of State for elections ɛkɔ so across board nti maame ka nkyerɛ wo Council of State wɔn ɛna yɛ amutu ɔmampanifo na your government appointees appoint aban no ana president ɛwɔ kwanya a ɔyɛ no appointi nkrɔfoɔ ɛna ɛwɔ elected members so the elected members no ɛnɛ elections na akɔ so across the 16 regions na yɛtwa nim sɛ other regions results bɛba Volta region yɛho deɛ wadi nkunim Central region Chairman Hakim and so a report to the Chirimu or Dinkunim now face so called a Western region. Yes, a 32-year-old gold dealer, one Maxwell Boakye. One Maxwell Boakye. Well, I'm saying you don't know. 32 the minute kuma. One Maxwell Boakye, Ebina Chese, one so Dinkunim or a Western region. Council of State elections now. Yabasha kwa santimantem suswa. Report to the Chirimu. Council of State elections yatoba wie yakenkan Krofobi de mrasha omsem ballot papers no according to report yes Krofobi de mrasha omsem ma Ghana Police Service woman de a statement about mountain says Krofo no ye hwom eti we ne ya reporter eno so fi asantimantem ba ye behwe na afisi ho ha ne masifa ko but mami ko ya homa ne so na mene Professor Richard Kofi Asiedu enin komo okọ Central Region NDC amanyuko no wono eno chairman edema region no chairman no temenka Boakye ni maha
Ejosmenia
akwara mi bi abokọ de
ya me ado
And then Council of State elections no so across board. Minim say elections be saying yana party were interest. And as a regional chairman no, I am so money the achire papa because many of say regional Esha unsa or party for area Esha unsa copy memory.